Latest breaking news, Governor of Akwa Ibom State will be leaving the PDP. Governor Umo Eno of Akwa Ibom State, set to leave the PDP, declares defection plans. Guess what? The party he is likely to go to is the APC. The party he is likely to go to is the APC. Almost all southern governors are leaving the PDP for the APC. Governor Umo Eno of Akwa Ibom State has sparked speculation over a potential political realignment after openly questioning the viability of the People's Democratic Party as a platform for its political aspirations beyond 2027. The PDP is in shatters. Also, former governor of Delta State, Okowa, has said that Atiku will be leaving the PDP also. Atiku. So the PDP will be left empty. Kudos to Wiki and Co. and some collaborations in the APC to destroy the PDP, one of the biggest political party in Nigeria. Now, he spoke at a constituency outreach meeting on Tuesday in Ikot, Apankuk, Ukanafun local government area. The governor likened the PDP to a faulty aircraft, suggesting he might consider boarding a different plane to reach his political destination, an analogy many interpret as a hint at defecting to the APC or Progressive Congress. Remember, Akpabio, his godfather, is an APC person and is the Senate president. Most people in Akwa Ibom State now will be now defecting to the APC because nobody has integrity. Look at what happened in Delta State. The governor left, almost everybody left with the governor, but some SAs resigned from the PDP and from the administration of Sheriff. So almost all PDP members in Akwa Ibom State will be packing their load to the APC because PDP as a party is non-functional. He said it is a faulty aircraft. Remaining Peter Mba, we are waiting for Peter Mba, and also Alex Oti. Tinubu is trying to bring together southern Nigeria under one structure so that they can be able to face northern Nigeria in case anything happens. I told you before that Tinubu's ultimate aim is to spend 6 years as president. Democratic governance, concern them. Na him political empire he debuted. So let's move on. We have other reports. On the 2nd of May, the FBI, US agencies to release investigative files on President Tinubu's alleged drug case. FBI, US agencies to release investigative files on Tinubu's proposed alleged drug case. This is reported by Sahara Reporters. Now, the last elections, they presented this drug case in court so as to disqualify the president from taking that position as the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Now, FBI will be releasing the files. Would this stop the president as president of Nigeria? No, it will not stop him at the moment. What does the opposition want to do with the files of President Tinubu alleged drug case? If he's convicted, if it is true that he committed the crime as alleged, then what will the opposition use that conviction, that judgment, or that revelation to do? Okay, they might use it against him in the next election. Of course, they can use it to whimper sentiment on Nigerians that you have somebody who is your president and look at what he has been convicted of. Would you vote somebody who has been convicted of so crime? Maybe that's what the opposition will use to campaign against President Tinubu. It is going to be very, very interesting and very, very tough if the FBI releases the files, the investigative files, and it turns out to be that the president is guilty of whatever accusation or allegations against him. It is going to be very, very interesting 2027. But I've said it. We don't have a coalition yet. We don't have an opposition yet. Labour Party is struggling. PDP is struggling. You see, one of the reasons why you see these people decamping from the PDP is because PDP as a party, if you are going to run, you're going to run under the platform of the PDP, you have problems because we have the Bauchi governor faction, we have the Atiku faction, we have the Wike faction. And the Wike faction seems to be stronger. So who is going to endorse you? Are you going to align with Atiku's faction? The Bauchi governor's faction wants to become president. Or at least he doesn't want Atiku to take that mantle as president. Wike doesn't want Atiku. And it is alleged that he's working for APC. So as a political party person, is there a chance, a slight chance that you will run, that if you run under the platform of the PDP, you might not have issues. You might have issues. Even in the coming days, months, most people under the platform of the PDP would likely be decamping to another party. And where do they see as safe? The APC. APC, now you do this one though. APC has played their game very well. They understand Nigerians are bunch of corrupt people, bunch of people without integrity, bunch of people without moral. So they are using that moral indecency to work against Nigerians. If we have a population of people that have morals, societal morals, we uphold, there are certain morals we uphold in our society, despite the fact that we are religious. APC will not find it easy to start manipulating the weaknesses of Nigerians. Imagine an Okowa. Imagine what politicians are displaying. But APC knows how to play their game. Now, on the FBI and US agencies' reports, investigative files on the president, my question is, if Tinubu is convicted, what does it spell for Nigeria? It depends on the US. What the US is going to do with that? The judiciary is compromised, in quote. The legislature is compromised. Almost all agencies of government is compromised. That's why you see the Yorubanization. Yorubas are being positioned everywhere. Loyal people are being positioned everywhere. Somebody was making a joke about the next INEC chairman. He was making a joke. He said if Tinubu is going to choose the next INEC chairman, he must have taken the next INEC chairman to the highest Babalawo to swear, or the highest court to swear, and sign documents, spiritual documents. Most people are under oath to protect the ambition of Tinubu. Most people, yes. Whether it is physical or spiritual, now you know. So if Tinubu is convicted, what would the opposition use it to do? You can use it to sway the masses, but we have a population of foolish people in Nigeria. A population of people without integrity, without morals in Nigeria. A population of people, deaconesses, Afa, imam, pastors, that will sell their conscience for money to vote for an evil person. We have them many for Nigeria. We have a population of people that are Christians and Muslims and traditionalists that support bad government. You have a population of people. So, would Nigerians be able to come together to vote against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Me, I don't have issues though. I can never vote for a Tinubu. That is, my conscience will not allow me to vote for Tinubu, because I am looking at good governance. But Tinubu and co, they are looking at how they are going to better the lives of the elite. It's not about being Yoruba or Igbo. If you think so, it's been because I'm Igbo or is Yoruba. So have you. So just take it like that. But if you are not bringing good governance to the table and I've understudied you, I can't vote for you. How much do you want to give me? God has given us all that we need to prosper and succeed in life. God has given it to us as human beings. We cannot sell our conscience to a mere mortal man. Only people that lack morals, only people that don't have integrity will do so. If the opposition know what they need to do, they need to make sure that we have electoral reforms. They need to check the Nigerian population, let them understand that they are willing to sacrifice their lives for a better Nigeria. Like I said, if it is those politicians of those days, like Awolowo, should be he died. Most of the politicians that fought for democracy, they died. These leaders, they died. But my question is, these Una leaders, are they willing to sacrifice themselves for the betterment of you, their tribesmen? Since politicians are saying using Yoruba and Igbo to campaign, are they willing? Would they be willing to sacrifice their lives? If anything happens, if there's a revolution and the revolution gets bloody, now them will first pack their family and whoever the first flight, and they'll fly out of the country. Because these guys are afraid. You see, one thing Nigerians don't know is that the people that are dictatorial, that are dictators, they are autocratic, they are the ones that are most afraid. When they have power, they are misusing power. They are the ones that are most afraid. That's why an APC government would not like to have opposition around them, because they know that if they have opposition, it is not sure for them. In a free and fair contest, it's not sure for them. They know if there's opposition, it's not sure for them. Most of these autocratic leaders are cowards. When there's a real revolution, you know that most of these your political leaders, they are selfish. I don't use the word motherfucker. It's not good. Most of these politicians are selfish beings. They don't care. They care about themselves and their belly. They will be the ones that will first run away from Nigeria. So if you think that they are fighting for you, even to your councillor, I see councillor elections, people it's just like they are bidding for a contract and they're going to share the money. Somebody wants to become a councillor, he has some youths that will back him. They are backing him because of what they are going to collect from him, not the services or what he's going to do for the community. It is what the young boys and girls that supported him, supported his ambition, a councillor, is what they will get from him. They don't care whether the community is better or wherever they are represented, they don't care whether it's better. Chairman, people are supporting chairman. They form cabal on top chairman. They form cabal. And the cabal will be expecting every month, you chairman, you will give them something. They don't care. They can't sacrifice. Nobody sacrifices for anybody. Leadership in Nigeria, nobody sacrifices for anybody. So if Peter B and Atiku and Co will show for once that they can sacrifice their lives, sacrifice what they have for the betterment of the people, then we'll be convinced, very much convinced, that these guys will be able to stand up against Tinubu. It takes somebody who is willing to go the extra mile to face the diabolical politics that this current administration is playing. Imagine, look at southern Nigeria. Governor Umo, after they give PDP deadly blow, una get secretary, PDP, hello PDP, una get secretary. If you are going to vie for a position in PDP, who's going to sign the form? Anambra State alone, nobody collect PDP form. Imagine, in Anambra State, I don't know whether they don't get PDP. We have APGA, we have APC in Anambra State, we have Labour Party. Where is PDP? So sometimes when I look at these politicians, they were there, the party is being destroyed by a weekend and whoever concerns. The party is being destroyed, they were there. They just sit down. Nobody care. Sometimes I support a wiki. Wiki, Tinubu and Buhari are one of the persons that have stayed in a party for so long. Maybe Wiki will break his record by going to APC. Buhari, from CPC until the merger, Buhari still is a CPC person till date. Tinubu is still an ACN person till date. If APC is scattered, everybody go back to their father's house. Buhari, Tinubu, consistent. But when you look at other politicians, look at Atiku. You led the PDP governors out against Jonathan to the APC. You came back. You came back. You now want to play Lord over a Southerner. Me, see, my sentiment, I have sentiment for Southerners against Fulani-led North. Listen, Fulani-led Northern Nigeria. I get sentiment. Because now for this country we did, Northerners came out to say, thank God, Middle said they are not part of the Arewa North. Middle say, Northern clerics, religious leaders came out to say that a good Christian or a good Christian with a Southerner is not better than an evil Northerner, a bad Northerner. I say, hey. And this politics of we are this. The South have not been playing it though. We'll just sit down and the North will be bullying. I hate bully. So my sentiment is South against North. I've said it. If Tinubu no return as president, another Southerner should be a president. Now Southern presidency will complete 8 years. So if Northerners want to enter and do whatever they want to do, let them do whatever. If they enter, let them do whatever they want to do. So Tinubu's files will be released. Let's look at reactions. Why is the US government thinking of releasing this now when it was hitting during the election? Releasing it now is useless. Now don't hear. We were supposed to release it during the election under Biden. But Trump, according to the report, will be releasing it. But releasing it now is useless. That's what Nigerians are saying. Somebody says they should keep it to themselves. Where was it when it mattered the most? Okay, I will not read this one because this one is bigotry. What impact does it make? Okay, this is really an international demarketing of our country and disgrace as well. Like I said, if they are going to release these files on Tinubu, they are going to use it like against him. President is this, president is that. It ends there. The Tinubu I see doesn't care. Doesn't care. Nigerians, we go shout. The way Nigerians adjust to poverty, they will adjust to this. Is it not the same Nigerians? Is it not the same Nigerians? The way Nigerians adjust to poverty, they will adjust to their president, who will not give them good governance. They will adjust to it. Nigerians don't care. Irresponsible set of people, I'm telling you, because I've had conversation with most of them. I want to shed tears. I want to slap somebody or just kick somebody. Most times I'm having conversation with Nigerians. I want to be violent. I want to turn to a violent person because I see scores, nothing in scores. And when Nigerians are discussing politics and they are making a point, they make a foolish point with all sense of boldness, abysmal ignorance. So the only thing that can happen is that they might use it against him the next election. But you see, what determines elections in Nigeria has changed. Like I said, democracy is a scam. What determines election in Nigeria? It is the structure of criminality. What is the structure of criminality? Those that can mobilize hungry Nigerians and ignorant and illiterate Nigerians during elections, and also influence bodies, electoral bodies, influence agencies such as judiciary and police to work in their favor because they have money. That's the structure that determines the election, not free and fair election, not votes. We all agree that we haven't had free and fair elections for a very long time. The one we had during Abiola time, they celebrated the person that annulled the election. They celebrated him. They went to his book lot. They celebrated him. So highest. If you say I'm supporting a Tinubu, I will keep on saying it. People that know me know that I don't support Tinubu. So you think because of my analysis of saying I support Tinubu for restructuring Nigeria, I don't know what I'm doing, or I don't know what I'm saying, or it seems like I'm trying to. My analysis is like maybe there's no hope for Tinubu not to complete his second term. I'm telling you what is on ground. You'll be surprised that results of 2007 has been written by some of these shenanigans. You'll be shocked that the results have been written already. They are waiting to just play their drama. They'll be having meeting. You see, says a politician will be having meeting into the middle of the night. Into the 2 a.m. they get 4 a.m. What meeting are they doing? I tell you, these guys, when you give them access to the treasury of Nigeria, they will do what they can to take as much they can. Because that is, like I told you about politics, from councillor, nobody is willing to serve the people. It's an interest group claim Nawi. Owoda. It's Owoda administration we are running now. Owoda now. A commissioner. Some people gather around commissioner. A minister. So this is what we have been facing. The only thing here is that the system must be changed. Nigerians must be ready not to move with this system again. Democracy, like I said, I will keep on repeating it. Democracy is a scam. You cannot use democracy to achieve good governance for the people. For Africans, at least with the leaders we have, democracy is not a prerequisite for good governance. It will not give you anything called good governance. Democracy, now power is in the hands of the people. The people are the evil people, the witches and wizards, which are the elite. Power has been taken away from the masses to the elite. So people differs, the elite people and the masses people. So power is not in the hands of Nigerians anymore. And we all know that, except we want to deceive ourselves. If you like deceive yourself, now you know. We are talking about over $800 million. NNPC refineries, Kaduna refineries, all those ones no go work again. Nigerians are talking about Sonlu and P2B. Yeah, we know the APC now. APC, this influencing. I understand APC is diverting attention with Sonlu and P2B. NNPC $800 million. You wasted it on. Where is the money? Where did the money go? That is a system. That's a system that they don't. Better Edu. Where is Better Edu? A system that they may go help Nigerians. May go help you, Nigerians.